Well, hey, babe. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are about to get into some things, okay? Girl, this is a little cricket. But anyway, we're going to talk about love and match ATL as well as basketball wives, all right? I'm going to try and, I kind of got some notes from whatever I got last week. So we're going to try to run through that and talk about the episode this week. Then we'll get into basketball wives. Shout out to everybody that decided to join me today. I do appreciate you all. Make sure you're liking the video as well. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Okay, what's up, lady? 6916 T, Katie Gold, Sabrina, Cassandra. What is up, Chastity? Hey, Apple. What's up, Keon? Yeah, so what's going on, guys? Let's go ahead and talk about Love Match ATL, last week's episode. Ming done linked up with Scott. Scott is in need of her professional matchmaking services, right? I have a problem because she gave this man 3 tiers. Do you hear what I say? She can introduce him to 8 women for $50K, introduce him to 10 women for $75K, or 15 for $100K. What the fuck is she talking about? You gonna introduce me to 15 people for $100,000? I'm sorry. I'm starting to believe matchmaking is a scam. Ain't nobody finna tell. No, it's a scam. I'm sorry. I feel like y'all can just go to the grocery store. To be honest, baby, if you just want to meet, just go to the grocery store if you want to meet some folks. Okay, go to the grocery store, bump into somebody with your buggy or something. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Why I like your shoes? I mean, I don't know, something. Okay, and I promise I done saved you. You might want to send that money to me because I might have just saved you. Okay, from having to pay her ass. And I'm not even asking for that. You know what I'm saying? You can give me about 10% or one. You can give me 1% and I'll be okay. I'm trying to help you out. Like, what the fuck is this? Are you serious with these prices? But he decided to go with the lower tier one, which was about $50,000 with 8 introductions. I was so bothered, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. Okay. I just felt like this was a whole ripoff is what it was giving me, scam. Okay. What else I got? I was saying that I suggest he go to Shay for $3K or whatever. Right. I think Shay is on the lower end. He could have went to Shay, but one thing about it, Scott got coin. And that's just on P. Now, he might run that raggedy rundown his tavern that he called a bar or whatever he want to call it, honey. But Scott got him some coin. Scott got him some coin, all right? Let's get to Shay and Joseph, right? So later on, this was last week's episode when they pretty much had to sit down. Y'all know he had an event for matchmakers to come together. He got SHI'd on by the matchmaker duo, and Shay pretty much chuckled, and she ended up being put out of the event, all right? So they ended up having some exchange of words. She admits that she was being disrespectful at his event. Right. And he asked her if she felt as though if he was justified for putting them out. Right. She didn't agree, but she says she sees where he was coming from. Right. Joseph doesn't like that she didn't check the ladies. As his friend, he was expecting her to put the duo in their place. And I'm just like, well, like y'all friends, but y'all really not. Because she be talking about you behind your back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess she said in your face too, but I don't know if Shay really your friend. Just like I guess you wasn't her friend when you was out here telling her business too. Girl, everybody just messy, okay? Shay also says that she thought it was hilarious for he and Paris to start a program and they don't even have certification. But Joseph is at a place where he's like, I don't give a fuck about your certification, okay? I don't. You know how all these people be going to college and getting these degrees? I don't give a fuck about their degrees. I'm more successful for them, more successful than them, and I didn't even take that route. So I don't give a fuck about none of that stuff you talk about. So y'all can go away from me with this, okay? He feels as though his experience is better than a certificate. So he not gonna get it, and don't ask him no more. He said what he said, and he didn't do what he did. Okay. I thought it was funny that they was going back and forth, but then Shay started lighting sage and stuff like that, being very dismissive to this man and all this. I'm like, girl, you brought the same energy he brought while you over there trying to put your sage up and stuff. So Joseph gets frustrated with her at this time, and that's when he decided to walk out of the bar. And then he ended up coming back, okay? She told him before he left, she told him that he was unaware of how people saw him. And he was pretty much in the place of, I don't give a God about how they see me. And I kind of agreed with Joseph on that. I'm like, why should he care about how people see him when y'all gonna nitpick at everything that he does anyway? So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So I don't give a what you think. Like, think what you think, feel how you gonna feel. As you can see, it ain't stopping nothing over here that I got going on. So y'all can just go about y'all business. Like, y'all keep beating the dead horse at this point. Maybe if y'all fall back a little bit, maybe he may come around at some point and want to get a certification. But I think he's enjoying not doing that, especially knowing that that's something y'all really want him to go and do, just so he could please and sacrifice y'all. Whereas when his clients come to him, they don't give a whether he's certified or not. This is what I want. This is how much I'm willing to pay. Can you make that happen or can you not? That's all they care about. They don't care about the certification, but it is what it is. Now although he did walk out, he did turn around and come back. He lets her know that he was hurt. Okay, he was hurt that they were discrediting him. And I'm glad that he came back and he was able to be honest about how he was really feeling. And it seems like she received it. Okay, she says that she never wanted to discredit him and knows how he got it out of the mud. She understands that. So if you understand how he got it out of the mud, why you still over here trying to drag your friend about not having his certification when you still see that business is going well and he done surpassed some of y'all and he done went and got an app? Well, it is what it is. What else? He also says that he doesn't want them to throw it in his face. Like he says, I don't have the certification. I'm not interested in getting it. But at the same time, I would like for you all to not throw that up in my face. Okay. And it seems like she agreed, but I still feel like y'all being a dead horse. So let this conversation not come up again in the future. Jamie, your last review, wondering what their white counterparts were charging, had me wondering. So I looked it up. So they are charging up to $100K. So they charging the same thing that Ming is charging. I mean, the duo did say that. The duo said it, I think, on the first episode that they may be charging up. They didn't give the number amount. They just said that they charge way more than what we're out here charging, our people. So that's just insane. But I mean, hey, a lot of things are insane, but there are always going to be people that's going to be willing to pay it if we ain't. And obviously Scott is about wasting money. So, you know what I'm saying? Girl, let's keep going. Let me see where we are on episode 4. I'm mad they even all themselves. Oh, you mad they call themselves the duo? Listen, I'm disappointed in the duo for their attire. I don't understand the image consulting when I feel like they need image consulting themselves. But let's keep going. So we get to episode 4. Ming brings her client to find a suit. Okay, so she brings Scott to find him an outfit because he's about to go on a date. Now, to me, when she put Scott in that suit, I think it was a burgundy suit, baby. Scott went from looking like a plain old white man to like he had a little color in him. I said, "Oh, hi, Scott. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? Are you okay today?" Because Scott looked good and that beard was very full. I said, we might be able to work with Scott over here. Okay, he needed a little more swag to him, but he a cute little corny. There are some corny that's cute, and I think Scott is a cute corny. All right. What else? I think Scott really is a sweet guy. Scott just got to work on his communication skills. Okay. Let's keep going. Shay meets with the client that told her about how hard it is for her to date. And what we learned is that this woman ended up being assaulted while on a date. Guys, they definitely be trying to do this, child. They go out with you one time, and if they can't get you really on the first time, they are going to try you on the second time where they get you to come over to their house and watch some Netflix or whatever else, so they can just move their hands around and do a little moving and shaking and stuff and get things going. But unfortunately for her in this, when that took place, she ended up being assaulted, and that's something that's still difficult for her to get over, which makes it extremely hard for her to be out here in the dating world because she don't know who to trust or what to do with these guys. So yeah, I understand her being cautious, and I can only imagine how many other women have experienced this. You know what I'm saying? Shay wants her to write a note because she wants her to get on the path of healing herself. So she's like, I want you to write a note to yourself and, you know, say some words to yourself so we can get you back on the right track or whatnot. Meanwhile, Ming is deciding to have a celebration. Okay. She plans on having a celebration, but she's saying that she's not going to invite Shay. And I'm like, why would you not invite Shay? You invite everybody else. And you're trying to say that Shay is full of drama, but what you're doing is being full of drama and being messy. I don't understand. See, she's faulting Shay for what took place at Joseph event. But I don't think Shay did anything aside from laugh. I feel like that the breakdown of that event was on the matchmaker duo, on those ladies, and it was on Paris, because Paris the one that got real fly. All Miss Shay really did was laugh. So if that's the case, if you were going to invite Paris and the duo, then you might as well invite Shay, because I don't think nobody did anything too different aside from Paris that was about that action, ready to, you know, throw them hands or whatever. And it seems like Shay was gonna match her. So I'm just like, you just got an issue with Shay. And I don't even know if it's really about that event. I don't even know if it was about Joseph's party. I feel like it's probably bigger than that. You just got an issue with that lady. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. What else? Shay tells her son about her wanting to be matched, right? But the son is not really in agreement with that. He doesn't think she needs to be matched. She wants to find a match because she wants to have a father figure for her daughter. And her son is like, no, she don't need that, because I plan on, you know, being that example for her. And what I loved was the mama saying, no, you should be a kid. You're a kid, you know, go and live your life. That's not your responsibility or whatever. I appreciated that, because a lot of times I see where I've seen where parents really let their children, especially their older children, step in like they are the parents of the younger child. And that's not how that's supposed to go. They're kids. They parents. Okay, that's your job. All right. I've definitely seen that often. So I'm glad that she didn't, because when you see the interaction between Shay's son and that little girl, you would have thought that probably was his daughter, the way he was over there handling her. You know what I'm saying? It was just like really simple stuff. But I'm like, oh, she could pass for his daughter. He probably get that when they out and about. But he like, nah, that's my little sister. And people probably like, nah, you lied, that's your daughter. And it's like, nah, that ain't my daughter, that's my sister. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people out there that have done that. They had their whole child with them child. Something that's my little brother. Now, you know, mother. Oh, yeah, that's your child. But anyway, girl, I'm glad that she told him that, because he does need to know you go out and you enjoy life. Okay. You don't you worry about that. But then Shay also, you don't rush into anything just because you want her to have an example of an amazing man and all of that. Okay. Be an amazing mom. Okay, that's what you do, and all else will come. Anyway, let's get to Ming. So Scott, we don't find out Scott has done left his date. He went on a date with this black chick or whatever, seemed to be going well. Scott left her at the bar. Didn't really say a whole lot, had to go, talking about it was for work. Eventually, he gives her a call in front of Ming, apologizes. But the gag for me was him telling her, I'm sorry, you didn't deserve that, but I wish you well on your journey. I was like, dang, I thought Scott was at least going to tell her, you know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did that. How about I take you out on another date? I wasn't prepared for her to be hit with that. I was like, damn, Scott, you tough. You're tough, sir. What else happened? Kelly, we learned about Kelly. Kelly got her a man. Kelly got her a man up north. So that was interesting. I thought Kelly was out here single, but she got a man that's up north. I don't know where Tana's man is. I don't know if she got back with her ex-husband or what, but we're starting to get into the lives of other people, but we have yet to get into the life of Miss Tana. So I don't know what she got going on for real. Ming decides to hit up Scott to see where he at. Scott, who always act like he a workaholic, then made his damn way down to the Bahamas. I said, Scott, something's off with you. I can't put my hand on the Scott. Scott, are you high key a player for real? Or you just have poor communication skills? I don't know about you, Scott. Hopefully we get to the bottom of it, because I'm side eyeing you. Okay, I guess. So he finally got a trip. She's talking about when you gonna be back. He's talking about, so we'll see. Okay. You might find you somebody out there in the Bahamas, and she ain't gonna give you no refund if you do, but let's go ahead and move on. Dion and Demetrius, it seems like the duo sent their client Demetrius on a date with the guy. Miss Girl wasn't here for it. She was not featuring him at all. What I did not understand was how the duo decided to match the two together by saying she has a son, he has a foundation for young boys, so I figured they would be a match. What? That made no damn sense to me. I didn't see the connection for real. I didn't understand how y'all just used that information and decided they was gonna be. Girl, I'm sure some of these Catholic priests or whoever, girl, have a foundation for young boys. What kind of is that? I don't know. That wasn't enough to go off on for me. I was like, girl, y'all couldn't give us a little more. What else was on the questionnaire that made you think that that was much of a match for them to go out? Then he gonna sit up here and tell this lady not to eat her onions. And I saw I thoroughly understand about it. I get it. But you don't know this woman from a can of paper to sit up here and tell this lady not to eat her onions because you don't want to smell her breath and you don't want her smelling yours or whatever. Just eat the food. See, you already coming off as controlling, trying to tell people what to do. And see, right now we already got an issue, sir. See, everything was going like this, and then you had to bring us to a speed bump, and I don't really like that. I don't just let me eat my food. You don't know. I probably was craving onions all day. Okay, and then I get here and I can't eat my onions. Oh, okay then. Well, let's keep going. G get back to the ladies and she said, listen, I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna sit up here and waste my time with this man. Y'all need to make sure y'all vet these people accordingly. Stop being up here trying to waste my time. Okay, I do not have that type of time to waste. So if you're gonna do your job and I paid you to do it, you better do it. Okay, I didn't mind it. You know what I'm saying? She cut straight to the chase, but I also feel like, gee, you can't be a stick in the mud all the time. You're gonna have to let some part of your guard down because it seems like with G doesn't give anybody room for error. Period. Like you have to be 100% perfect is how she comes off. That may not be what it is, but that's how she does come off. So, you know, you probably gonna have to let your guard down just as much as you're gonna be going through this process meeting these people. Later on, Ming and Paris. Paris is ready to get married, of course, to old buddy, to Mr. Joseph, and she's been with him for maybe 2 years at this point. She said, listen, if he's not going to marry me, then I'm going to dip because I'm not understanding the point of me hanging around for somebody that's not trying to move forward. So that's where she is. Meanwhile, Ming decides to open up about her husband. She gets teary-eyed. She's crying because she's in one place and he's in another. He ready to settle down. She's ready to crank things up. I don't know, Ming. I don't know how that's going to work out for you. I understand the tears, girl, because this is probably something that y'all probably promised each other or definitely agreed on that this was going to happen. And now times are so different. Like, I don't know, girl. You might have to just open up your business at a certain part of the year. I don't know. Or get some other people to work up under you, girl. I don't know. That's going to be tough. Meanwhile, Shay at the house trying to get her life together. Lamont done called her like, what you doing? She was like, I'm at the house. What I'm supposed to be doing? He said, you're supposed to be coming to this party. Come to find out, Ming done invited everybody to a party but her. But Lamont, mess that, then went and sat down with Ming, knowing that Ming is not fond of his girl Shay. So it's like, why you ain't been tell Shay? Why you gonna call her knowing Shay ain't get no invite to this party? And then you gonna call her, talk about her going to a party, knowing you done sat up there and let this lady talk about your friend. Some Ming thinks that you're a bit ghetto. Girl, I cannot. So Shay was just like, that's cool. First of all, I think it's messed up. I think it's messed up that she did not invite me, but she invited everybody else because I ain't never do that to her. I also think it's messed up that she linked up with you to talk SHI about me when she wouldn't have even known who you was if it wasn't for me. So what kind of is that? But it's all good though. Y'all going on, have a great time, and let me know if her husband show up. Since she over there not inviting people, let me know if he gonna be there. Okay, so that's what all happened on Love Match ATL. I enjoyed it for the most part. You know, it was cute. But what I'm finna love about next week's episode is Shay busting up in Ming's event. My mind may change later, but at this time, looking at that preview, I said, step in, Shay, with your bright and yellow on. You better step in because everybody finna see that you have arrived and you in the building. I said, let's go. Ming ain't gonna know how to ask him. So, oh my God, what is she doing here? Like, what you mean? Girl, I have arrived. That is messed up, girl. Now, I would hate to see you get escorted out like Tisha did at Melody event because you ain't getting no invite, girl. Now, you know what I'm saying? So tread lightly. We're going to see how this going to go, honey. Let me see what y'all over here talking about. Somebody said, G is me, LOL. This show going to whip my ass into dating shape. I tell you that. I bet you will learn some things. He is the type of man I do not ever want to date. Okay. Telling me how to eat my food. Bitch, we barely started and you pissing me off. Right. Who do you think you are? I'm hungry. You don't know what my work day been like. Okay, Scott might not like women. He's just trying to get his business out there. Oh, well, he needs to go and see Lamont. Well, I think Lamont specializes in, I think he would take any client, but I think he specializes in black gay men. I don't think he do, Scott, but if Scott came to him, I'm sure he'll take the coin. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and scoot over. Shout out to everybody over here in the chat. We have over 100 people in the chat. So make sure that you're liking the video as we go ahead and we transition, honey, into a basketball wives. Oh my girl. Let's talk about this mess over here. Let's get into this mess. Let me see what I captured from last week's episode, primarily Brandy and Malaysia. So let's talk about them real quick. Malaysia and Brandy on last week. She wants to know why she didn't reach out to her when her dad died. Malaysia says that she didn't know because she didn't know her. She didn't, I guess they weren't talking, she just didn't know, whatever, about her dad dying. Brandy says that she knows now and she still hasn't reached out to her. So what's up with that? And Brandy, like I just put in caps, like Brandy is a mess. I just put Brandy is a mess. Brandy says, you're telling people that we're good when we aren't. And I'm like, what's the issue with her saying y'all good when y'all not? Like, what is the issue? Malaysia says, I never said that. I never said that. So she asking everybody, who said that I said we was cool? Who said that? I didn't say that or whatever. Malaysia says that she is a lot of things that Brandy doesn't like. So let's just keep it that way. All right. Brandy looks hurt at this point. All right. She looks hurt, like she didn't want to hear what the hell Malaysia just told her. And I just kind of chuckled to myself, like, she let your ass go. That just because that reminds me of my own situation. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, nah, I'm cool. All right. They be ready to rah, rah, rah and don't be ready for when you respond. Like, nah, I'm straight. You got it. Anyway. Very similar. Anyway, so Jen asked Malaysia if she misses her. And Malaysia says no. When I say Malaysia, I think you're lying. I do think that you miss her. I think both of y'all miss each other. I do, because I think Brandy tried to say she ain't miss her either. I was like, girl, shut up. Both of y'all miss each other. Stop all this trying to be hoard. What you trying to be hoard for? If you miss her, then say you miss her. Okay. I don't care about what that girl name is. Brooke going to get her nipple pierced. That's cute. Whatever. Brandy talking about she now fostering friendships with new people since Malaysia can't get it together. And I said, girl, why the hell you had to wait on Malaysia for you to build new friendships with other people? Like, where? Girl, you should have been doing that anyway, because that's just how you is. Like, I'm confused. You the one who wanted Malaysia to be your only friend. But let's move on. So Zell and Malaysia link up. Malaysia confirms that Zell is a Brandy and Duffy's friend. So when I heard this, and she says that Malaysia and when Malaysia said Zell and Brandy and Duffy are all friends, that was enough for me to know that Zell told Malaysia that girl daddy passed. So Malaysia knew. Malaysia just did not feel the need to reach out to you because y'all not rocking like that. Okay. What else? Malaysia tells, okay. So Malaysia tells Zell that Brandy can't respect the fact that they aren't the same people that they were anymore. And I noticed in that conversation, Malaysia did not bring up the dad situation, right? She didn't bring up, the dad died, oh my God, and she believes that I knew and I didn't know. Like, Malaysia didn't bring that up. She skipped over that, right? So for me, she went straight to the part where she says, we're not the same people like we used to be. I said, okay, I see what you're doing there, Malaysia. I don't think that's what Brandy was really saying, or if that's where she was, but that's where you are, and I get it. So the way you're talking to Zell in this moment, for me, lets me know that you did know, but it's okay. All right. So Malaysia doesn't want to be around Brandy anymore because she doesn't want the drama. So she says Malaysia is missing her kids at this point, and she feels guilty about leaving them behind with their dad. Okay. Or at least whoever at their dad house, because let Malaysia tell it, he ain't watching the kids. Okay. He's not there. So just leaving the kids behind with no supervision. That's how it's coming off to me. Okay. Malaysia starts crying about Gennaro not paying his child support and having money. So now she is forced to figure out ways to keep the money coming in. At least that's what it seems like to me. That money running dry. Very unfortunate situation. I'm sure the pandemic changed a lot for her. When she was getting his money, she probably was getting other money too, and a lot of things done slowed down. So she catching it all kind of ways. What else ended up happening? I think that was it. So we can move on to episode 4. Let me see what you guys were saying real quick over here in the Chizats. Okay. Brandy is doing too much. Brandy just don't like Malaysia. Basically told her thank you for your services like Shawnee did. When Malaysia told her I'm everything you don't like. So just leave it at that. I was like, yes. Okay. But Zell wasn't on speaking terms with Brandy either. Okay. Right. That's true. Wasn't on speaking terms. However, I do think he know. I do think that he still knew when her dad passed, just like her being having that C19, it was on different blogs. And I also believe that Zell is one of them people that go and check up on people he don't talk to no more. He may not communicate with them, but do a little bit of cyber stalking. Let me see what's happening over here in their neck of the woods. So I definitely believe that she knew. I'm tired of seeing Zell everywhere, and I don't even watch Basketball Wives. LOL. As soon as I saw him in the trailer, I was like, ugh. Gotcha. Exactly, because Zell can't hold water. Of course not. I like Brandy, but she's being very needy. It's a bit too much. Woo, child. Okay, so let's keep going. Episode 4. Shout out to Angel Brinks for signing a deal with the NBA. Okay, what do you think? Angel and Jackie, they talk about Rockstar pops up. Jackie lies to Angel and tells her, oh, I see something with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I see something there. I think she tells her I think Angel says she thinks he's her soulmate. And I'm like, Angel, stop it. I don't believe it. Jackie over there talking about how they got chemistry. And I say, Jackie, you lying. Your mouth is saying one thing, but the positioning of your body as you're sitting in front of them is awkward. And you're looking how I'm thinking, Angel, is this your king? Like, you chose this man? Like, I still see Rockstar as the same person that we saw him on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. But either way, good luck. British is still having co-parenting issues with their baby daddy, Lorenzo. Lorenzo is a fool. They both some fools. I think they still in love. I do. I think they still love each other. Deeper than just I got love for you. Okay, so Duffy is having a meat market mixer for the single ladies, primarily Miss Jen, because Jen out here looking for the next bachelor child. British clarifies that she and Lorenzo are no longer together, no matter how much he tries to come and interrupt anything that she got going on. Like, what the hell? He does not want her to move on. Malaysia brings her kids back to LA. Okay, she's stressed out because her baby daddy, again, is not paying child support. She has a lot of financial responsibility that's falling back on her with these 4 babies. Okay, so British, and I wonder, Libby, girl, like, how much was that child support? Like, girl, you was getting bank or something or whatever. Like, girl, what was that looking like? Girl, anyway. And ain't no telling what the hell. See why she relocated to Atlanta. I wonder how long he ain't been paying it. Probably had a lot to do with why she did relocate to Atlanta, because you can still, I guess, somewhat have that lifestyle out there in Cali, but live much cheaper. Girl, not the way they've been over here jumping up people rent and whatever the hell else. Okay, girl, since inflation, but either way, girl, good luck. All right, so British and Lorenzo link up. He talks about how he don't want nobody else around his daughter. And she's like, baby, don't come in here and tell me what the hell you want, because you done had about 3, 4, 5 women around my child. All right. And she's only been around one man. That's Lorenzo's problem. He still be trying to have access to this woman, and he still be trying to control some stuff. That's his problem. And you don't run this. Okay. And I also think that he does that stuff because he's so used to her probably being dependent on him. You know, just like he said at the end, talking about something, oh, I met her when she was working at Boys and Girls Club. I guess he was the breadwinner or whatever. So he's just so used to her, like, relying on him. And now he's seeing that she don't really need him like that, I suppose. No, I don't understand his issue there. Malaysia and Zell. She talked about how she wanted to do a pop-up shop for her company, Vanity World 10. And then talking about the dress she had on was Vanity World 10. I said, okay, well, I'm glad you told me the brand, because I'm not interested at all, but I'm sure someone will be. Malaysia always looks stuffed, in my opinion, in her attire. I don't know if the clothes, maybe it obviously is the clothes, right? Things being too tight, but it just, I don't know. It's just, she always looks like she's stuffed. And it's like, it's okay to go up one size. I be having to tell myself that, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, come on now. I know you don't be wanting to believe it, girl. I damn sure don't. Like, girl, not me over here in the large. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, girl. Just go up there 1 or 2. Just 1 or 2, because it's not always giving. But anyway, So Zell brings up Brandy. Can't wait to bring up Brandy. So excited to be on the screen so that he can bring up Brandy. He's super excited. Malaysia says that she got her own issues to be worried about what the fuck is going on with a Miss Brandy. Okay. She says that Brandy has been on some weird stuff lately. And she is on a new level, and she is not on that old SHI anymore. So Brandy can leave it where it's at, okay? Zell says that he and Brandy fell out, but now she over there hitting him up like, what's up, cool? What's up, boo? Hey, what's up, Key? What's up? Like, let's hang out, you know? And he's sitting up here saying that he doesn't want to feel like he's being used as a pawn. And I said, knock, knock. Who's there? Yo, stupid ass. Because to me, you're still being used as a pawn. Malaysia ain't bring you on this damn show for no reason. Okay, you still being used as a pawn. She know that you and Brandy are friends. She know by your words, I'm sure, because you told her that y'all had fell out or whatever. She brought you on the show, so you're still being used as a pawn. Okay, for her to be like, I'm not about that life. I'm not trying to be able to do all that stuff that I used to do. And da, 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 da. You brought in somebody else that will beef with her. If you're not going to beef with her, and somebody that's already supposedly at odds or whatever. So I think Malaysia knew exactly what she was doing when she brought this man to this show. I mean, he's the only man on the show. Like, I mean, outside of the significant others or whatever, but he's the only friend of the show. That's a man. Anyway, let's keep going. What else? So they get to the singles event because y'all know Duffy wanted to throw an event, right? So they get to the singles event. Brandy came out the house looking like she was looking for love. Girl, we know you ain't leaving your man. You look good, though. You look good. But I mean, is you trying to find you just a little piece? Or what are you looking for? Because she came out with the side, girl. That wasn't even no damn thigh split. That was a hip split. Okay, that was a hip. That thing went all the way up. You know what I'm saying? That was like all the girl. That was like a pelvis type. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, that thing was high, but she looked really cute. I will give her that. I really liked her outfit. Brooke looked amazing. Like I was like, Brooke look good. That booty ain't. Now, Brooke, come to the front. You're not gonna get me. Okay, it's not that one right there. It looked good though, but I don't know because I was like, oh, Brooke look good, and then when you stood to the side, I was like, I don't know. But if it is, ma'am, you look great. Brooke looks great. I was like, oh, Brooke look good. She ain't wearing nothing but all black. I said, you better go ahead, girl. Anyway, let's move on. British tell the ladies about Lorenzo being in a domestic partnership with somebody, which technically means he's married, I suppose, but they don't have any financial things tied together or whatnot. So I said, ain't that interesting and ain't that effed up? Not you over here being married and moved on, over here talking to somebody else, but trying to control what the hell she got going on. Somebody help him. Help him. He is just, I can't. Jackie, when we should have known, when Jackie sat up there and told her, I'm going to have somebody. You going to know that it's my person? And I ain't even got to say nothing. Yeah, we should have knew at that moment she was going to invite Lorenzo. Okay, so, what? Oh, what did Nia. So everybody sit down. Primarily the singles from what I saw. Nia, one of the twins, Nia Dorsey. You had Jennifer Williams, and then I think British. Nia gave her card to the white boy. I think he was on Black Ink Crew, one of these Black Ink Crews with the long flowy hair, the little white man. So she gave her card to him. I can't remember who British gave her card to. And then Jennifer gave her card to somebody named Jelani. Okay. And Jelani looks like her Stilo. Okay. Jelani came out there with his maintenance man attire. All right, like he about to bust out in YMCA. However, when she heard what he really got, them coins and stuff, she's like, oh, we could do something. And you fit, and you ain't got no kids. So I ain't got to worry about no motherfucking stepchildren because I don't really like kids like that anyway. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, so she definitely was going to slide out, see what he's talking about. They bring out the last person. Who's the last person? The last person is Lorenzo. I said, Jackie, what the hell you done went and did, girl? She done brought Lorenzo out there with her messy self. And it just resulted in them being arguing because I think Jennifer asked Lorenzo, like, are you in love with her? He was like, I mean, I got love for her. I forgot what the next question was, but then he said something like he raised her or something because when he first met her, she was working at the Boys and Girls Club, basically saying he was the one that got money. He the one that raised her. But some part of me is like, she know he gonna say ignorant stuff. I don't even know why she lets him get her to a place where she always yelling at him. Like, I don't know, but that's her thing. You know, at the end of the day, she swears that she's done. Okay. That's what she say. I wouldn't be surprised if they still be getting up a little every now and again, try. Shortly after that, we see Malaysia and Zell walk in, okay? Yeah, we see Malaysia and Zell walk in. Brandy says Zell was her stylist at one point. So she knew him before Malaysia knew him, right? I feel like one, Zell is messy as hell. And I think when Zell said, oh, she said some stuff about my mom or whatever, like she talked about my family when I talked about her family, whatever the case was, right? She said some things, he said some things, that's why they stopped talking. I believe everything Brandy's saying, he already did this shit to Mimi. He was Mimi's stylist at one point, Mimi Faust over there on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and then he started dogging her the hell out, especially when the shower rod thing came out, and they fell out. And on Couples Retreat, he turned around and apologized to her for how he sat up there and talked down to her. So Zell is a very, very messy individual, messy as hell. He talks about everybody. So because of that, ain't nobody finna convince me that Malaysia did not know, because I guarantee you, since her and Zell are so bestie buddy, he told her. She was up to date on that girl. She was up to date, whether she wanted to know or not. She was up to date on everything going on with Miss Brandy. All right, so let's keep going. What else? Zell sits down like he's being questioned, like they really interviewing him. But y'all know Zell say he want a family, he wants to have him a girlfriend and a wife and all this sort of stuff he talking about, even though he was introduced to us as a gay male. So I don't know what Zell is on or what he wants to do. But anyway, they asked him questions. They wanted Jen to pay attention. Jen was on her phone. She's like, I don't deal with broke BITs. Hilarious. They wanted her to engage in the conversation. He was like, no, I know she ain't got nothing to say to me because she already blocked me. And that's like, girl, why you blocked him? He said, because I told her breath was stank. I said her breath was stank. That's not nice, because a lot of people can say you look stank, and that's just not fair. But anyway, he said her breath was stank or whatever, and that's why she blocked him. And he said, I'm sorry, I apologize, especially if you went and you got your teeth clean. And I said, now what kind of backhanded apology is that? Girl, I can't. So at this point, Jennifer is feeling like Malaysia brought him for a reason, to be messy. Now, I think Malaysia definitely brought him for a reason. I don't know if it was directly to come at Jennifer. I think it was to get at Brandy, but I don't know if it was to come at Jennifer. But, it is what it is, all right? What else? Zell. Yeah, we talked about him being messy. British runs over to Malaysia to let her know, hey, Jennifer feeling away. Jennifer feels as though you brought him there to attack her. So when she goes over to talk to Jen to let her know, like, that's not why, I did not bring him here for you. Then she said, I didn't bring him here for anybody. I brought him here for me. And I'm like, yeah, because you need a friend, one. And number two, because you was high-key being messy and you know that you were, and that's okay. So Brandy tells her, girl, bye. Anybody that brought Zell know exactly what they were doing. Brandy did not lie. Did Brandy do a lie? According to y'all, yeah, whatever. But Miss Girl, she didn't lie about that. What else? But I do think this, I did say this. I think Brandy is definitely harboring feelings from the past. But again, Malaysia knew what she was doing, all right? Because all of that aggression really wasn't necessary, because when she brought him along, it wasn't direct. It is directed at you, but in that moment, it was directed at Jennifer. So all the extra aggression that you gave Malaysia wasn't really warranted or needed in that moment, But yeah, I don't think it was needed. But we know what Malaysia was doing anyway. Where are we here? So yeah, they go at it. Malaysia says that she has grown. Oh, so when they pulled Malaysia away, because her and Brandy started arguing, getting into it, child. Brandy saying a whole lot, getting up in Malaysia's face, putting her hand in that lady's face, and all this other stuff or whatever. Okay. Malaysia, I think she was talking to Duffy at this time, or maybe she was talking to Jackie. But Malaysia says, I have grown into a different person. I don't do that anymore. I've grown into a different person. And I said, Malaysia, when did you grow? Was that after you got dragged when OG was on the show? I'm confused as to when did you grow, LaQuisha? I haven't grown. Did you grow over the pandemic? No, wouldn't have been then. Did you grow at the top of the year? Possibly. Like, when did you start growing? You started to grow when your ass got back onto the show and you saw that Shawnee and Evelyn, the one that you ran up behind, was no longer going to be on the show. That's when you started to change. You started to change when you found out that they was going to bring your homegirl Brandy on the show, and you knew that y'all was going to have to address the real reason that y'all fell out. Okay? So there's that. And speaking of the real reason that they fell out, Miss if Malaysia, and I said that, and I asked that. I said, I wonder if Brandy got upset with Malaysia for continuing on with the show when she got fired. Because then shortly after that, you started to see the relationship fizzle out. And that's what Malaysia ended up telling Duffy. She tells her that Zell and Brandy fell out like a year ago, but she's still been hitting him up trying to hang out with him because Duffy didn't know that. Duffy just knew that they fell out. Duffy didn't know that Brandy had been in Zell's DMs or anything like that. Okay, so now she's saying that your friend Brandy ain't giving you the full story. Okay, so you can't take, and see, this is one of the reasons why I feel like people shouldn't always take on the beefs of their friends, because sometimes if you got all sides of the situation, maybe that makes sense. But when you do not have all sides, it's kind of like, I'm gonna fall back and I'm gonna see how this goes, because I only know your side of the story. I only know what it is that you telling me. And now she's being filled in with clues by Malaysia. She didn't even know some stuff. So so then this is when Duffy was like, oh yeah, she's like, I didn't know that. And then that's when Malaysia opened up and says that it's about the show. She's mad at me because I won't quit my job or anything like that. Like, I have to work, I have to continue on. So she's mad at me about that. And when she got fired, you know what I'm saying, I tried everything that I could to keep her on the show. And then that's when Duffy said, oh, I didn't know about that or whatever. I wasn't sure. I didn't know about that. So what we learned is that when Brandy ended up before Brandy actually got kicked off the show, nobody wanted to film with Brandy. Malaysia said she was the only one that was willing to film with Brandy. And then it got to a point where Brandy, I guess, was so upset that nobody really wanted to film with her. Basically, she was isolated. Basically, she wasn't invited to stuff the same way that they did OG or whatever. So made it feel very awkward, right? So once that happened, I guess that's when Brandy took offense to that and just decided to stop filming with Malaysia as well. You know what I'm saying? But you could have tried to work your way back in. I don't know. She put a lot of that weight on Malaysia as if Malaysia was the one that fired her. No, it's still going to be up to the network and whoever else to make that decision, and it was up to them. So why would you put that off on her? Like, I don't know. Is there something else that we don't know anything about? And that was pretty much the show. I want to hear you all's thoughts. So let me go ahead and read what y'all saying. Okay, over here. Yes, we have about 200 people in the chat. So please make sure that you like the video. I appreciate that. Thank you, Keon. Malaysia is a liar. I need to hear Brandy's side to make a better judgment. Brandy hasn't commented yet, so I'll wait. Well, I mean, you got a point. We just got to hear more of what she gonna say, and I'm sure we gonna get it too this season. Zell said he fell out with Brandy a few months ago. Malaysia changed the date to a year. Brandy just moved to LA when they started filming. Yikes. Let's see. So Malaysia knew Brandy was in Zell's DM, but didn't know about her dad. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. It was a scheme that Todd set up. Okay. And there's that. Where are the DM/texts that Brandy sent Zell? I don't trust either of them. All right. I said the same thing. If Shawnee and Evelyn were still on the show, she would still be throwing tables. That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, you just act like you wasn't over there in Barcelona throwing tables. Girl, what? You just was acting like you wasn't over there at the damn skating rink, bowling alley, wherever, about to throw down with Jackie Christie over some things that people said about your kids. Girl, when the person that was saying things, okay, all the way over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta was really connected to your good cousin or whatever by marriage, Miss Crystal or whatever her name is, child. So cut it out. Kristen. I think it's Kristen. Ooh, child. But now all of a sudden you changed when Brandy has gotten on the show? And the only reason why you appear to have changed last season was because the heat was so high or so hot surrounding what's my girl name? OG, that you tried to come off and appear as though you were trying to mend fences with her. So, girl, cut it out. To be honest, Malaysia started the aggression this time. Malaysia pointed her finger and told Brandy to shut up. That's when Brandy got up and got a little louder. I'm fine with it. You know what? I'm glad you pointed that out because I forgot all about that. She definitely did, because all Brandy said was, girl, anybody that would bring Zell around know what they're doing. Okay? And Malaysia was like, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. And this is how, like, that has to be, like, as a friend, like how Malaysia was acting. you know, when you have a best friend, what their pet peeves are. And obviously that must really be a trigger for Brandy when somebody put their hands in her face. And that's what Malaysia, it was like she was making sure that she did that very thing to get a reaction out of her. Like, I know you're going to be, yeah, like, girl, it was a mess. It was a mess. Jennifer is a person without a backbone. So Jen was going to go with the majority. However, I don't begrudge her considering the fact that Heffa launched a table at her in the Amsterdam European European air. Amsterdam European air. Was it about, I don't know where it was, but yeah, it was overseas when she did it. It was none of Brandy's business. Let Jen handle her own. Well, yeah, you got a point. You got a point. But y'all know Jen weak. Somebody gonna have to speak up for Jen now. Brandy didn't lie. However, she needs to start paying Malaysia dust. Okay. Let's see what else you got over here saying. Try. Brandy and Malaysia clearly love each other. They need to talk it out and actually listen to each other so they can heal, holding out hope for them. Yeah, they probably need some time. I don't know. I honestly don't think they're cool yet to this day. When I've seen some of the photos of the cast, I haven't seen Malaysia in pictures with them. So it seems like she ain't really been around. So I don't know. I'm wondering if at some point this season, we are going to see Malaysia stop filming with the ladies and only filming with maybe Jackie, if that, and Zale and whatever in her family. You know, I feel like we're probably going to start seeing some one-off scenes from her. So yeah, sorry, Brandy, but her bills must be paid, and they must. I don't think she should have held that against her for her wanting to continue to have her job, because she would do the same thing. That just didn't make no sense to me. And you know what? I don't know if it was because Brandy was so used to Malaysia riding for her. Remember how Malaysia was ready to fight anybody over Brandy, always having her back, always ready to go to bat for her, always ready to do that. But when it came down to Shawnee and them, she let her walk out there on that plank by herself. And I don't blame her. Like, you did that. You the one who just walked out there. Some Shawnee, you're a bitch. You're just a bitch. Like, yeah, girl, that's on you. That's on you. You made a decision, honey. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't say that out my mouth, girl. I still got these children over here I got to look after, girl. See, I ain't got no husband like you. Okay? Or I'm all they got right now, girl. So, shame on you. Let's see what else you guys are saying. I believe Malaysia. Brandy probably thinks Malaysia didn't fight for her, but that's not her problem. Okay? Brandy is doing too much with Malaysia. If y'all not friends, don't expect nothing. I agree. That's not true. Brandy and Malaysia were tied at the hip and bashing Shawnee until Brandy was dismissed. Shawnee couldn't fire Brandy, so she came back. Malaysia turned her back on Brandy for Shawnee. Oh, wow. There's that. Malaysia brought Brandy to an event and Shawnee, Tammy, and Evelyn left the time. I do remember that. Brandy been focusing on Malaysia the whole time she been on the show so far. It's annoying. Sorry. Brandy is doing too much. I actually feel bad for Malaysia. Do you? I don't. Why Brandy expecting anything from someone who is not her friend? Correct. I don't know. It seemed like she didn't want to bring the real issue to the show, which is what Malaysia ended up doing. Brandy and Malaysia pain is real. I felt the hurt from both of them. I'm lost. Who is Todd? Todd is always up to something. It's something that Aunt Bertha on Real Housewives of Atlanta said about Todd. Years ago, she said something about Todd. And we ran with it ever since then. I can't remember what the situation was, but it was a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to us with the bush. And that's what she said, and we run with it. Malaysia was a part of Brandy being isolated, and that's why Brandy is upset with Malaysia. She never took up for her in front of the clique. Even when she got the chance to admit Shawnee lied, she didn't. Malaysia was scared of losing that check. I can't blame her. I mean, if that's your main source, like, was Malaysia supposed to leave the show and lose her income? No. A friend shouldn't want that for another one. I agree. Okay. Malaysia brought Brandy to the dinner. We saw the flashbacks. Malaysia and Brandy were good until Brandy caught C-19 and was in the hospital fighting for her life, and Malaysia stopped talking to her then. I think it was a storyline. Did you hear Malaysia say if we were friends and Brandy started smiling? I didn't see that part. Yes. I don't get why people didn't like Malaysia last season. Is it because of what? I think it was because of the OG situation. Yeah, OG, maybe she didn't connect with her. Yeah, it was because of the OG situation. Yeah, but I've been kind of like started falling off of Malaysia. I don't know when it was though, but it had been a while. It was way before that OG thing. But y'all can catch my old reviews on Basketball Wives. But I've been started falling off of her, Miss LaQuisha. What else? Did you see when Brandy was about to wop bop one of them twins? Yes, and she damn near did that to Brooke. She's like, get off of me. And one of the twins said something to her. Did she put her bag down? I said, what you finna do? And what you finna do? Okay, and what you finna do, ma'am? And then when Brooke tried to hold her back, she said the same thing to Brooke, like, get up off of me. So, I don't know. I do think that, Brandy, you was doing all of that like you was really finna do something, but you really weren't. You really weren't. But I don't know. You put your hand all the way up in that lady's face, though, so I don't know what y'all finna do. Hey, right quick, what do you think about Shaq's ex-wife, Shawnee, getting married? She has officially moved on, child. I think congratulations to Shawnee. Congratulations to her, and her marrying her pastor fiance husband, whatever he is. Don't know a whole lot about him. There have been rumors out there, not sure how true they are. So yeah, y'all can look them rumors up, child. But I feel no ways. I feel like Omari. I feel no ways. Congratulations to her. I saw a lot of people were covering it like it was a huge thing, but it's like, okay. I don't know, like some stuff I just be like, why do y'all like when they covered the Brad and Judy, I was like, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but I just be like, it's like all we need is like one or two announcements, girl. Like we really don't need this many mother announcements, okay? I'm Shawnee O'Neal, congrats, girl. And who else? I can't even remember who else I just mentioned now because I'm thinking about Kourtney Kardashian and Travis. And I don't know how many times I saw they stuff plastered. Girl, 1 minute they in the street, the next day someone, and congrats. So let's move on. What else is going on? Like, girl, okay? We don't need that many announcements. You got married. Congratulations, okay? And it's no shade. I want everybody to be happy. Be married for 1,000 years. But if you get a divorce, let it be just as loud, okay? Because God, all right, let it be just, don't be asking for we would like to have privacy for the family. We are no longer going to be together. Please respect the privacy. No, ma'am. We want you to be just as loud as you was in the magazines. Letting us know we done got married. I's married now. And I was like, damn, Shawnee got married quick. Didn't she just get engaged a few months ago? And now they married. I was like, okay, congrats, girl. But geez, Louise, honey. Anyway, let's see what else. Let's see. But at this point, Zell is really unprofessional when it comes to his business. Zell falls out with all of his clients and his friends. That is true. And there was a live that I didn't get a chance to listen to over on Instagram, but it sounded like he and Paris were talking about Basketball Wives. I might go back and check it out, but Paris is so irritating to me. And this is Paris from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. She used to be big and she like slimmed down. She threw the drink in K Michelle's face, her. And I'm just like, girl, I can't even hear what he's saying because you're so loud and you're not even on a show. Like, shut up. Like, I was like, girl, I may catch this later, honey. I may catch you later. Okay, what else is going on? For real, Jamie, this show has been on since we were in our 20s. Where is the growth? Right. I'm just happy Shawnee is off these screens. Bye, Shawnee. I don't know, because it has been rumored that they're about to do I don't know how true, girl. They talking about a Basketball Wives somewhere in Florida, I believe. Supposed to be doing another one. So we gonna say, I don't know, Shawnee may slide back on. Who knows? I don't know. She probably don't want to conflict with her first lady duty, so she may not really be on the show like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. Everything you do see Zell, every time you do see Zell, you know he about to bring some SHI. True, he definitely gonna bring the drama. I'm surprised they haven't come out with the celebrity stylist reality show. Surprised too. Paris does too much. I hope she not still using people card. We can only hope. Basketball Wives Orlando, is that what it is? Basketball Wives Orlando. Excuse me. Shawnee is a pastor's wife, so on Basketball Wives, she needs to act accordingly. Can't get too ghetto with the drama. She better be on great performance. A proper etiquette. I cannot. Yeah, they said it's supposed to be Orlando. I knew it was somewhere in Florida. Shawnee looks like she could be the twins' mama. They are funny looking in the face. Oh no, not funny looking. You think so? I thought they looked nice. Even though I don't like their ways. Shawnee and her new husband supposedly got a reality TV deal in the works. Okay, well. Maybe she about to do her own little family show. Thank you so much. Used to be the sweetest girl. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let me see what else you guys are saying before I hop up off this thing. Yes, ma'am. Those rumors right there. Yes, ma'am. That was the rumor mill. But I don't know. I cannot confirm nor deny. So those rumors are alleged. They are. Malaysia hate that if anyone Brandy can call her on her BS. Ooh, her faces, her body movements, and she keep clocking her. Ooh. Well, yeah. I don't believe what Zell said about G and breath. I never heard that before. I never heard that either. Never heard it. But one thing about Zell, and it's been proven when he talked about Jen, and we saw that, we had a clear eye view on how he talked about Jen to Evelyn, all trying to fit in. Then did the same thing with Mimi Faust, because he admitted to that. And then here it is, you have Brandy saying that he did the same thing. I believe it. And she could have said something about his family after he said what he said. Okay, he damn near did that to Bobby Lights and him. Last for the family reunion, talking about they too gay for him or something like that. Over there talking about them folks. It was Bobby Lights and somebody else he was over there trying to drag. Because he's trying to figure out, what he want to do with himself. A whole mess. Can we discuss Angel doing the fashions for the NBA? Now all of the players are going to be looking like, what's this? Librace? What's that? I thought it was pretty dope for her to get that opportunity. I'm wondering exactly what she's going to do. I mean, are you styling their suits or are you styling their actual jersey wear or something? Like, what is that? I don't know what she's styling, but I think it's pretty cool. Right? I think that's major for her to get that. Because I remember when she was working on that years ago, up and coming, and now she's styling for huge celebrities and stuff. So I think that's hella dope. It was supposed to be Basketball Wives Atlanta. I was working on a set and they stated the next day Basketball Wives was filming in that mansion. So I don't know what happened to that. I wonder. I really do wonder, because why can't Shawnee maintain franchises like Real Housewives of Atlanta? She had Miami, moved all those ladies over to LA. She was in LA, still got LA, don't got Miami no more. Now she's all of a sudden trying to do the one down in Orlando. Like, what is happening? Is it because they keep trying to put her on the screen and where she moves? I don't know, girl. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe she should call it something else. Maybe she shouldn't call it Basketball Wives. But I tell you one thing they need to do. Damn Basketball Wives. Y'all need to bring Wags back. That's what y'all need to bring Wags back. Wives and Girlfriends, or whatever it was called, with my girl Ashley and my girl Darnell and my girl Henny. Y'all need to bring them back, because that was good. I think they pretty much dated football players or whatnot. So Wags Miami. I think it was Wags Miami. Then they ended up, I think they tried to do Wags ATL. Y'all need to bring that show back. Bring that one back. That was good. What else? Oh, Liberace. Girl, I said, what is the hell is a Librace? You had a showgirl moment. I did. I definitely did. Liberace. I was like, well, what is that? Girl, I'm glad y'all corrected me on that. I think Brandy is doing a bit much and having issues with Malaysia. Okay. Let me see what else you got. OMG, yes, I was talking about this the other day. That was my show. It was everything, right? It was. Please bring Wags back and make sure when you bring it back, make sure those three ladies are involved because Darnell and Ashley seem to be having a situation like Malaysia and Brandy where they're not talking. Right? I don't see them follow each other or any like photos or nothing. And this has been happening for a minute. So bring them back. Darnell, bring back Ashley and bring back my girl Henny. And then y'all can fill in whoever the hell else y'all want to fill in around them. But they need to have a show. Period. Okay. But all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. I thank you all so much for joining me and hanging out. Please go ahead and like the video if you have yet to do so. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.